Hey, what's up? This is Chosen. Happy Friday. You can see that the portal is gleaming and beaming to the sky. So you are live and ready to pull your shards if you wish, because we have got one of the best opportunities in Raid Shadow Legends history to pull shards right now, with the 2x Ancients coinciding with a 10x for a champion that everybody wants on their account. Plus, we have got a big announcement coming from Plarium with lots of information about some quality of life changes and things that are going to be happening in the tavern. So I'll get you full context as to everything involved with that as we head into the weekend here. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so we've already covered the shard events for this weekend and the 10x and the last couple daily wrap-ups we've done. So if you're pulling for a Kymar, good luck. You're going to have to do that in the next day and a half or so. And then if for some reason you don't want to pull during the 10x for Kymar, you just want normal 2x ancient shards, you can wait until Sunday when the two events are not coinciding, because the 2x ancients will be live longer than the 10x for Kymar, which you can see right here on the main summoning page, where it says targeted champion boost live for the next day and a half, but 2x ancient shards are a full 24 hours after that. So if you don't want Kymar, pull in that 24-hour window. But if you do want Kymar, which I'm sure 99% of you do, you should probably try to pull your shards soon, within the next day and a half. But now let's go ahead and pull up this announcement from Plarium that we just got about an hour ago, and I'll go through it live with you and get you some of the talking points so you know what is coming up in the game. So first of all, they're going to start with tavern improvements. And they say that we're planning to add a show upgradable only filter that will hide all of the champions who are not eligible for a specific upgrade, depending on if you've chosen them, the champions that are eligible for leveling up, ranking up, ascending, upgrading their skills. So yeah, when you click on like the upgrade rank, it'll just show champions that are actually eligible to upgrade rank, like champions that aren't already level 60, or champions that are level 40 and they can go to 5-star. It'll filter out it'll sift through and sort it for you so that you're only seeing champions that can do the specific action that you're going for. Then they say to make sure and turn that filter off after you're done, so that you can go back to kind of the normal looking tavern. Also, once the update is live, you'll be able to switch between ascending and descending order for champions for easier navigation, which is nice. And then the icing on the cake is that all XP brews will be grouped into a single slot according to affinities. Yeah, so what they're gonna have is like a sliding bar. So instead of only being able to use 6 brews at a time, you're actually gonna be able to go ahead and click on the champion, and then you're just gonna be able to slide how many X brews you want to use. You can use 5, 25, 100, however many you want to use at that current time. You can slide the bar over to go ahead and use them all at once, instead of having to use 6 and then use 6 and then use 6. So that'll be a nice and welcome change for sure. But moreover, the process of using XP brews will be optimized thanks to a special slider. Yeah, we just talked about that. Okay. You can also hit the max button that will be added along with the slider to use as many brews as are needed to level up the chosen champion to the maximum level. Okay, so that's nice. So you won't even have to slide it over and try to figure out exactly how many it'll take. If you want to take somebody, let's say, from level 0 to level 30 by using XP brews, you just select them, you go to brews, you click max, and then level up, and you're done. They're going to be level 30. So that'll be a lot faster than using 6 brews, clicking, using 6 brews, clicking. So definitely going to be a nice quality of life change there with XP brews. And yes, all those quality of lives are about to be added to the game in order to make your experience of the tavern more pleasant. Okay. Then next, they're going to talk about team setup. The tavern is not only the only feature that's going to be updated. We're also going to make some changes to the team presets. Okay, so that's where you set up like your custom AI to have your team function in the rotation that you want them to with their abilities. First, we will expand the existing PvE save teams into 3 categories. We're going to have general, dungeons, and demon lord, faction wars, and doom tower. 3 distinct functions. Wait, okay, so like let me see how this works here. So let's clear that. We've got general, okay, general, and then faction wars and doom tower. Okay, so that's going to be the 3 different sections. They were kind of expanding on the general one, which is why I got confused. While Hydra and PvP will retain their own save teams. Yeah, okay, so there's so many things to do in Raid. We need so many save teams that I know for me, I've ran out of slots a long time ago. So that's definitely going to be good that they're giving us more opportunities to get some teams set up how exactly we want them. So each of those categories will get extra slots. You have 15 save teams instead of 10. Okay. Another pleasant change after that. After the update, whenever you remove a champion from a slot in a save team, the slot will remain empty without the rest of the team shifting. So no more reselecting the entire team. Yeah, that's also a pain when you want to change the leader. You have to delete the whole team and then start from scratch, set it up, and then everybody's AI is reset. So you got to go back into the presets. It'd be a lot simpler if you could just kind of drag and drop and leave things in place. So hopefully that's what they mean it's going to function like when that happens. Yeah, because, oh yeah, they go on to say that. So no more reselecting the entire team just because you wanted to give it to a new leader. So yep, that is great. It's going to be an awesome change for the presets. The process of team selection will be much more convenient. I agree. That's definitely going to be a step in the right direction there. And then third and last, they're talking about super raids in the Doom Tower. Look at that. That would be a welcome change so that we can actually spend our silver keys and blast through some of these bosses we're farming because we have to spend like 15 to 20 silver keys a day. And if the boss takes 5 or 6 minutes to farm, you're talking about a very, very long time of grinding. So we definitely need some sort of auto-complete, instant complete, super raid mechanic to really help out with that. And it looks like they're going to be thinking about trying to bring that to the game. So they go on to say, one more quality of life improvement, aim to decrease the amount of time you need to farm the content that you've already beaten. Planning to test the waters with super raids available in the Doom Tower. And we might get like a test server or something where we can try out super raids in the Doom Tower. You know, I'll show you as soon as I can, or if I can. Super raids will be enabled for the whole duration of the Doom Tower rotation and only for boss floors after they've been beaten the first time. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. You're not really going to be grinding something that's not a boss floor. I guess if you wanted to set a record time or something, but that'd be a very 99.9% of players would just care about super raids for the boss encounters. And then the mechanics identical to super raids and dungeons. You would just use two silver keys instead of one during that same run and get twice the rewards for that run. So okay, and then please keep in mind that this feature may not be available for each and every rotation. Interesting. That would really stink if we get used to using the super raids in the Doom Tower and then the next one we get hoodwinked and it's not in there. So I hope they consider changing this last part and implement it for every single Doom Tower because it's really going to be rough to have it and then not have it. So yeah, that's all for the big announcement here, mostly revolving around quality of life coming to the tavern for some sorting and some use of quickly using brews. And then we're going to be getting more team slots to set up for all the different teams we're having to build in game. And then they're thinking about super raids in the Doom Tower is kind of the summary of everything they are wanting you to know is coming up in the future updates they've got coming to the game. And they did not give us any information about when that will actually go live. We don't know if it's 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They did not give us that information in the post that they shared with us. So now to give you context of what is going on in game, obviously right now it's going to be a super big opportunity to grind for speed gear. You can see that there is the 2x speed drop fever going on in the Dragon. So that is definitely what you want to be focusing on this weekend, besides just YOLOing your shards and hoping for that Kymar. Good luck if you're pulling for that. You also want to slowly be focusing on the Hydra. You've got 4 days left on that. And the Doom Tower, you've got a while left. Just kind of do your normal progression there. We won't have a CVC coming up in a few days. It's going to be a week off next week. So next week should be pretty chill. No CVC and probably no fusion or anything. We haven't even had one teased behind the scenes yet or anything, but we'll probably get a fusion tease within the next 2 weeks. They try to usually do one about once a month. Last year in 2021, they did 13 fusion / fragment events. So about one a month is the pace there. So we just finished one up, which means we should be getting one in the next 2 weeks or so if they go by kind of their normal time frame. So right now is just that Champion Chase tournament, which is obviously going to be coinciding with the 2x Ancients and the 10x Kymar. If you're pulling shards, you'll be getting points there. It's pretty typical. There's nothing super crazy to make note of other than how crazy people are getting pulling shards. Look at this in my group. 50,000 points going for Kymar, and the global whale war is going to be insane. 270,000 is currently the leader, so it's going to be a big one whenever they put up a champion like Kymar, especially during a 2x. It's going to be insane point totals that you're seeing come out of the highest spenders. So the Dragon tournament, we already discussed that, coinciding with the speed gear going on, and then there's a perfectly normal classic arena takedown. Just do your normal arena battles, nothing really special to focus on there. And then under the events tab, if I can ever pull that up, my game stops lagging. Here we go. All right. We've got a Dungeon Divers going on for a long time, actually. This is a big Dungeon Divers event. So you can actually, worth noting, you can actually get a legendary chaos ore and an epic chaos ore. So at least if you're going super crazy in the dragon, you'll be getting some rewards here and some new stuff that you probably don't have much of. There's also a champion training event. I anticipate this probably will not be the priority right now. You want to be spending your energy on getting as much speed gear on your account as you can. It's a really good time to double dip speed pieces, dragon farming, and also the dungeon divers that you can get the chaos ore going alongside with that. And there's also an artifact enhancement event, so a good time to go through, upgrade a bunch of stuff to level 8, level 12, figure out what you should be keeping on your account and get that done in the next day and a half. Now let's go ahead and check out the offers. Right now, what we're going to be looking for this weekend is Ancient Shards and Energy. Ancient Shards, because obviously this is one of the best times to pull Ancient Shards in the history of Raid Shadow Legends, and also one of the best times to spend energy is when there is a 2x double farming event for arguably the best and most versatile set in the game. So let's go ahead and plug this in. We've got 25, okay. And then we're going to have 13 Ancient Shards. Let's go. Boom. 375k silver. And then 375 gems. Alrighty. So we've got a 1.46. Pretty unfortunate there on the Ancient Shards. Yeah, that's not one that I can really recommend. The 3-1 there. The mini, the monthly pack is better. It grades out as about a 2.5. So you don't get as many, but it's kind of a more generally useful offer. The Immortal, the bonus Ancient pack. Hopefully this one's better. The other one was a 1.46. What will this one be here? Let's go ahead and go 30. Let's clear this. Silver of 450k. And then we're gonna get a little bit more of general stuff. This one's got to be better. Gems, 3 days of XP, and then energy refills of 6, and then 16 ancient shards. Boom, yeah, 1.82. It's actually a little bit better than 1.82 because of how much of a premium ancient shards and energy are right now, because you actually get a little bit more for your value than you would typically expect. So this is probably closer to about a 2.2, 2.4, somewhere in there. Not amazing, but decent, just based off of energy and ancients having a little bit more value than they typically do. Then there's also an event advantage pack that I can plug in real quick here. We've got 1.25. And the energy of 400, the arena refills, we can plug that in as 5. And then we've got 3 and 2 on the chicken, respectively, at 1.95. Yeah, right now I would be more prioritizing, they're putting that out because there's a champion training event as well, but I wouldn't spend on this right now. I would go for, if anything, I would definitely go for the bonus ancient pack right here. Otherwise, I'm not really seeing something super impactful. Maybe if you're a high spender, going for the double ancient pack. But yeah, I would say for most of you out there, this is really the only one that makes sense in my opinion. So alrighty, it's time for me to head on over to stream where I will be YOLOing some shards for sure. See if I can't get myself a Kymar, at least pull until I get one legendary and kind of hope for the best. Obviously, we have to keep our expectations tempered because 10x's for non-Void champions are not near as impactful as they are for Void champions. So even if you do pull a legendary, your odds of getting Kymar is not super likely. You still have to realize that that you're probably going to get a different legendary, but at least you have a higher chance than normal of targeting that Kymar that will be super impactful for your account if you don't have him yet. But I assume most of you are probably going to be pulling some shards, so good luck. And if you want to stop by and do some viewer shards or hang out with us while we're doing some summoning, a link is down below where I will be live for the next few hours, and that is in the pinned comment where you can find it nice and easy. But otherwise, have a great rest of your weekend, and thanks for watching. Peace.